We're celebrating Beauty and the Beast with another Melick Adventures collaboration, so let's get cracking! Hello all my explorers, and welcome back to Loren's Adventures Out There. And if you're new, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. My name is Loren, and I'm with Castles, Capes, and Clones, where we discuss everything in the Disney universe. We talk Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, The Muppets, 20th Century, National Geographic, Hulu, Disney Plus, ABC. If it's about Disney, we are talking about it. So if you like that kind of content, we would love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit that bell for notifications, and do like this post, as it really does help us out. So each month, the Melick Adventures hosts a different collaboration, twice a month actually, celebrating a Disney or Pixar movie, and we've done several so far. But over the last couple, I had been exploring and doing a deep dive into some of the artists and animators that were particularly inspiring for that film. And people seem to enjoy it, so I'm going to continue doing them. And we started with Mike Mignola, who was the kind of inspiration for Atlantis, The Lost Empire. And last month we looked at the work of Tyrus Wong and his beautiful watercolor work, and how that inspired Bambi. So this month we are going to be looking at, I think, one of the most important artists of Beauty and the Beast, and that is Glen Keane, who animated The Beast. With these collaborations, there are several participants who are involved, and everybody does something different, which I love. Some people show off their collections, some people will do some kind of recipe, maybe a drink recipe, maybe a food recipe, some people will draw, some people will make something, and some people will just talk about the film. And I think that that's all great, and I just love participating in these collaborations, not just to film them, but also to watch everybody's and what they choose to contribute to the collaboration. So definitely check out all the channels below. Alright, so without further ado, let's talk about Glen Keane. Of all Disney's artists, Glen Keane's work on Beauty and the Beast is probably the most prolific. Now let's take a look behind this incredibly talented artist and how he came to design and animate the Beast. He was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the son of Bill Keane, who created the popular The Family Circus comic. And I remember as a kid, I would be lying down on the floor every Sunday morning with the comic section in tow, and just sprawled out and excited to read all the comics, but particularly the antics of the Family Circus. I just thought that they were hilarious. So imagine my delight to find out that one of my favorite animators was the son of Bill Keane, and also based who Billy, one of the characters in the Family Circus, is based on. So Keane followed in his father's footsteps. His father gave him a copy of Bern Hogarth's Dynamic Anatomy, encouraging him to find dynamic ways to incorporate life drawing into his work. And after high school, Keane went to the California Institute of the Arts, also known as CalArts, which I am proud to be an alumni. There are two animation schools at CalArts. One is the Character Animation Department, which I have a degree in, and this is where most of the kind of artists that you know, the animators from Disney, Pixar, all of the different studios that they tend to go into. And then there's experimental animation, which is much more abstract. And, well, Keane's application was actually sent to the latter. And he studied under the legendary animator Jules Engle, who helped him have a greater appreciation for the medium aside from the mechanical. After a couple of years at CalArts, Keane applied to Disney in 1974, where he began working with legendary animator Ollie Johnston, one of the 9 Old Men. And he worked on some of my favorite characters of all time, including Bernard and Miss Bianca, and Penny from The Rescuers, and also Elliot from Pete's Dragon. He also did work on the climactic showdown with the bear in The Fox and the Hound, which we will get back to as an inspiration for the Beast. He eventually became a lead animator, animating some of Disney's most memorable characters in the Disney Renaissance. He designed and animated Ariel in The Little Mermaid, and the giant golden eagle Marahute in The Rescuers Down Under. He was supervising animator for the title characters of 3 Disney hit features, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and Pocahontas. We could go on and on about Keane's career at Disney, at which he was named a Disney legend in 2013, but we will now focus on the work specifically on the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. Keane is known for his incredibly loose yet wonderfully dynamic style. When you look at one of his drawings, you can actually feel the movement without any animation involved. His scenes were also the hardest to clean up by his assistants, and there is always something that is lost in translation. I was watching a video in which he was talking about what drawing meant, and where the pencil connects the paper to your heart and soul. And I actually think that is so beautiful, and it kind of makes me a little bit weepy. Keane remembers, I had animated a bear in The Fox and the Hound, and the ferocious wildness of this grizzly bear. I really drew on that for me in animating the Beast at the very beginning. He also, while doing research for the film, he would take trips to the London Zoo, where he would sketch a mandrill named Boris. He thought maybe the Beast would be a mandrill-like character, and Keane once remarked, I remember this English lady standing next to me as I was drawing him. The mandrill turned toward me and showed its rear end, and she said, he's got a rainbow bum, he has. Sorry. Such a bad accent. But anyway, he said, so the Beast actually has a rainbow bum, but you don't ever get to see that. In the end, Keane used a multitude of animals, bringing forward from each animal what he needed. The base of the head was a buffalo to bring forward kind of the sadness of the character of the Beast. But he also used the gorilla for power, a lion mane to make him more regal yet appealing, the wild boar to make him more threatening, and so on and so forth. The challenge was how Belle would fall in love with this face. The eyes are the window to the soul, and they needed to make sure that the soulfulness of the eyes would be what Belle saw deep down. They even made his eyes blue to match voice actor Robbie Benson's blue eyes. Rounding out his look, the Beast was given wolf's legs to remind us that he truly was an animal. Keane said his body, I really liked the power and massiveness of that bear, and started drawing him on all fours because that got me from just this guy in a beast head, the Halloween mask or something. I really wanted him to be an animal. Looking at Keane's work on the beast is undeniably like looking at a masterclass on how to bring heart into your work. In 2012, Keane eventually left Disney in pursuit of his own artistic growth. In 2018, Keane shared the Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film with Kobe Bryant for Dear Basketball, which was based on a poem Bryant wrote on his retirement. He also created a Chinese animated story entitled Over the Moon for Netflix. Again, there is so much more to Glen Keane's career that we could talk about, but I just wanted to limit it to the Beast today, and maybe we'll pick him back up for another animated movie. The Little Mermaid would probably be one that I would think of as well. Again, he was very hard to clean up because his style was just so amazing. And I really hope that looking at some of these drawings and a little bit of the videos that you got a greater appreciation for Glen Keane. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, we would love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and do like this post as it really does help us out. Visit us on all of our socials down below, and visit our website at www.castlescapesandclones.com. Thank you so much to the Melicks for allowing me to be part of these collaborations every month, and be sure to check out everybody's videos down below. And with that, we will see you later. Bye!